Just talked about the importance of having a good posture in Jiu-Jitsu. Now I'm going to explain to you how you can maintain a good posture and show you some exercises which you can use, for example, in a warm-up that will help you improve your posture. Now, your posture depends on the fact that you can control your hip and your lower back. If I would be bending my back and putting my hip backwards, here I have a bad posture. People can easily pull me down. If I want to be stronger, I can either push my hip to the front, which makes it very difficult for people to pull me down. Another posture would be that like a basic squat, you put your hip backwards and arch your back. Now, I'm going to show you some exercises, how you can improve this with very small things. The first one is, you sit on your knees. This would be the position you would be having like in a regular close guard. The first thing is you just put your hip to the front, like this. Just arch your back and put your hip to the front. And go back. Up. And back. I show sideways. Here. Hip to the front. And back. Front. And back. You can use it also as a complete drill. Something I like to do when I'm in close guard is when I'm pushing my hip to the front. The advantage of this is, look, if people pull me down here, I fall straight away and I have to use my arms to get back up. But if my hip is to the front, people pull me down, it's a long way for me to fall. And I can put my arms straight, which already leads to a good base here. Right now I can use my hip to go backwards. I can use my hands again to climb up. Straight here, my back is already arched. Put my hip back up again. So this would be like pushing. Oh, we can even be here. Go up. Go back. Go back here. Arch your back. To the front again. Another situation where you can do the same thing is when you're on your back. Make yourself small. Look, I don't only bring my knees to my shoulders or my shoulders to my knees. I do the both at the same time. Why is it important? Look, if you only raise your knees to your shoulders, you're using only the lower part of your abdomen, 50% of your muscles. If you try to raise, you only use the upper part. It's difficult. Now, if you do the both at the same time, both parts of your abdomen do 50% of the work, which is much easier. Another part of the exercise is you make yourself small, put your feet on the ground and put your hip up. Small. Up. This thing leads into another concept of Jiu-Jitsu that I always like to use a movement and a counter movement. This means, imagine I want to be explosive and I want to raise my hip explosive. This is quite fast, but it could be a little faster if I make myself small first and hip up. The same thing, if my hip is up, if I want to make myself small explosive, like this, it's quite fast. But it's much faster if I first raise my hip and make myself small again. And this movement is one circle. You can do the warm-up like this. Up, small, up, small, up, small.